Well, alrighty, let's get started with our 2021 Prizm Premier League Soccer Random Player 1 Mega Box break. Number 1, just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and number 5. And we've got Jim T in the top spot, and now we've got Brian in the bottom spot. Oops. Wrong screen. There we go. I would say I'm still working the kinks out with the new system, but I used to do that on the old system, so I can't really put that off on the system change. I feel like random's going a little quicker on this setup than the other computer. Although they have comparable specs, there's not much difference from a performance standpoint. I mean, this one's a couple years newer, but pretty much the same specifications, processor, graphic card, all that good stuff. All right. Spread this out a little bit so we've got some space from the other list. There we go. Awesome. Well, that's great, David. It's good to see you again. It has been a few minutes. Or some such, I should say. I hope that you were prepared, not to bring up a sore subject, but I hope that you were prepared for hurricane season. Wow, it only took like a year. I think the last time we talked, you had just sent those off to get graded. And I feel like that was close to a year ago, David, if I'm not mistaken. It only took a year. Well, hopefully, with them shutting down all the basic services for a few months, hopefully that will allow them to get back on track. My goodness, yeah. So it's been about 9 months. That is a long time. So do you know what the grades are? Did you get the little email where they tell you what grades they popped, or are you just waiting to get them in the mail to see what they graded as? I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for the mispronunciation of approximately 68% of the names that are in this box, much like my infamous mispronunciations of all of our hockey breaks. I think soccer will probably follow suit, but I'll do my best. Although I'm a little more familiar with soccer than I am hockey, so I probably spend a little more time watching it, so it may not be that bad. But it's not going to be perfect either. I'll just warn you of that from the get-go, just so we all know what we're getting here. Well, still, the way the market's risen on those, David, those 8s may not be too bad. Heck, even the 7s might not, depending on what cards they are. It's a whole new world in regards to that than it was when you sent them in last year. That's for sure. A whole new world. Yeah, send me a pic of them when you get them in. Alrighty. Now that we have been through our lengthy list, let's get to the fun part. Let's open our box and see what we get. I'm guessing this is like the football mega boxes where all the packs are in the center there. Perfect. I don't even have to bother opening the entire lid. Alright, there are 12 packs, about 5 cards in each one. Should have roughly 2 Prizms in each one of them. Most of the time it'll be 2 reds. I think they'll throw a couple of silvers in there. McGoldrick. Vintenha, rookie, so we'll sleeve that. I'll ship out all the rookies on this and, of course, all the parallels. John McGinn. We have a Fabian Delphi Red Ice Prizm. Can't go wrong with the red ice. They look snazzy in any sport. And then we have a Solly March Red Ice Prizm. Well, I figured it would a little bit, David, but I don't know if anybody could have predicted what has happened in the last 12 months. Let's see, we've got Yannick Vestergaard, Liam Cooper rookie, Alan St. Maximin. Then we have a Sean Longstaff Red Ice Prizm and a Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa rookie Red Ice Prizm for Fulham, or I should say Fulham. I wonder if there are any soccer aficionados watching this offended hearing these names being pronounced in a southern drawl. Hopefully not. All right. Next pack. John Betternick, Jordan Pickford, Georgino Wilnadum, Isaac Hayden Red Ice, and a Joe Bryant rookie Red Ice. Next pack. Actually, I'm going to scoot my chair up just a little bit. With all the upgrades in office equipment, Granite Xhaka, I did not buy myself a new chair. Son. Ian Poveda rookie for Leeds United. Paul Pogba, rumored to be leaving for the 872nd time in this summer's transfer window. Seems like that's the constant rumor. Luka for Crystal Palace. I don't know why I'm calling out teams. This is a player break. Next pack. Tommy Doyle rookie, Manchester City. Mathis Pereira rookie. Giovanni Lo Celso, not sure on that. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I feel like my soccer enunciations are slightly better than hockey. Just slightly. Those Finnish names get me every time in hockey. The French stuff I can handle. It's the Finnish that get me. We've got a nice little stack of rookie cards in this box too. Next pack. Dwight McNeil, Neil Maupay. Oh, Pulisic. I'll sleeve that one. I'll ship that out. And then we have Jordan Henderson for Liverpool. And then James Shackleton rookie. Wonder how many rookies in this set are very impactful. I feel like Panini just tagged a bunch of guys with the RC designation, but I don't know how meaningful they are. Timothy Fosu-Mensah for Man U. Patricio El Ghazi. Ben Osborne rookie, red. And then we have a silver. James Tarkowski. So it'll be one of our two silvers we should get in the box. Next pack. Kieran Tierney, Antonio, Frazier, Leander Dendoncker, and then Luke Eiling, rookie for Leeds. Next pack. Marcus Rashford. Ndidi. Salah. Denise Odoi, rookie, perhaps, I don't know. And then Curtis Jones, rookie. Next pack. Pogba again. Perez. Konsa. Will Smallbone. And then we have our second silver, Jay Adams. Next pack. Gudmundsson. Lamptey. Cabano rookie. And then we have Jordan Pickford. And, oh, Youngmin Son. Very nice. Alrighty, last pack. Townsend. Sue Check or Keck? I'm going to say Check. Billy Gilmore rookie for Chelsea. We have a Rashford and Townsend. 2 Townsends in one pack. 1 base, 1 Prizm. Alrighty, so now that we have opened all of our packs, let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. We'll start with our rookie cards first. Put all these base in the box. Get them out of the way. We'll start with our base rookies. I guess it'd help if I put the screen up. There we go. So first is Billy Gilmore. Hey, and that goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. Next is Tariq Lamptey. And that goes to Lester. Congrats on that, Lester. Next is Neekins Cabano rookie. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is our Timothy Fosu-Mensah rookie. And that goes to Adam. Congrats on that, Adam. The next is our Christian Pulisic base. And that goes to Lester. Congrats on that. Doubling up. And the next is our Tommy Doyle rookie. And that goes to Jim. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is our Matthias Pereira rookie. And that goes to Colin. Congrats on that. And then next is our Ivan Poveda rookie. Oops. And that goes to Josh. Congrats on that, Josh. And then next is our Liam Cooper rookie. And that goes to Derek. Congrats on that, Derek. And then our last rookie is Vitinha. And that goes to Lester with the triple. Congrats on that, Lester. Then we'll do our 2 silver Prizms. Our first one is Che Adams. Hey, and that goes to Ivan. Congrats on that. And the next is our James Tarakowski silver. And that goes to Luis. Congrats on that, Luis. Thanks for joining us this week. And then next we'll go through our big stack of red ice Prizms. First one is Marcus Rashford. And that goes to Nicholas. Congrats on that, Nicholas. Next is Andros Townsend. And that goes to Brian. Doubling up. Congrats on that. Next is Jordan Pickford. And that goes to Jason. Congrats on that, Jason. And then next is our Human Son. And that goes to Evan. Congrats on that, Evan. And the next is Will Smallbone, or William Small. Yeah, it's Will Smallbone. And that goes to Lester. Congrats on that, Lester. Next is Curtis Jones. And that goes to Evan. Congrats on that. And the next is Dennis Odoi. And that goes to Roberto. Congrats on that, Roberto. And the next is Luke Eileen. And that goes to Jason. Doubling up. Congrats on that. Next is Leander Den Donker. And that goes to Lester. Building the stat. Congrats on that. And then next is Ben Osborne. And that goes to Josh. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And the next is Jamie Shackleton. And that goes to Lester. Congrats on that. And then next is Jordan Henderson. And that goes to Evan. Doubling up. Congrats on that, Evan. And the next is Giovanni Lo Kelso. And that goes to Lester. Goodness. Congrats on that. And the next is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is Luka Milivojevic. And that goes to Adam. Congrats on that, Adam. Next is Paul Pogba. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that. And then next is Isaac Hayden. And that goes to Jim as well, back to back. Congrats on that. The next is Joe Bryan. And that goes to Robert. Congrats on that, Robert. And then next is Sean Longstaff. And that goes to Colin. Doubling up. Congrats on that. The next is Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa. And that goes to Evan. Congrats on that. And the next is Solly March. And that goes to Jason with the triple. Congrats on that. And then our last Red Ice Prizm is Fabian Delphi. And that goes to Brian. Congrats on that. All righty. Well, all right. That concludes our 2021 Prizm Premier League Soccer Random Player 1 Mega Box break number 1. Thanks to everybody that joined us for the break. Thanks for everybody that bought spots in the break. We certainly appreciate it. And we'll be back here in just a couple minutes with our Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Random Player Break number 2. Thanks again, everybody.